or Happy Kwanzaa, whatever holidays you guys tend to celebrate. We had 16 people go into battle, the worst 16 with the worst records out of 106 people. So if you were ranked 91 through 106, you had to compete in round one, which was the best of three, featuring 3 NFL games. So we had some upsets. Out of 8 of the matchups, 3 of them were won by the lower seeds, including the 2 lowest seeds on the board. So give a shout out to Carmen, who won 2-1. Byron won 2-1 over Fairs. Azul defeated Minor 2-1. Tara defeated Alton Fisher, aka the husband of Carmen. So hey, the wife moves on, the husband gets eliminated. Murder for hire. Just kidding. Eric defeats Kendall 2-1. So Kendall and Everett both are brothers, and they're both eliminated. On Christmas Day, Santa stopped by both brothers' house and gave him a lump of coal. Simons defeated Jacob 3-0. He was the only clean sweep. Dante defeated Travis 2-1. And Xenon defeated Kai Smith 2-1. So 8 people are going home. They got a lump of coal for Christmas. Now let's go over the results of what they picked. I think what happened was some of these higher seats said, I'm not picking the Dallas-Washington game. And that's what happened with Everett and Ferris. They didn't touch that game. They said, no, I'm going to let my opponent make that pick. So they picked both Denver and Detroit. Well, Denver pulled off the win, but guess what? Detroit lost to Minnesota in an upset. Well, I mean, it really wasn't an upset. The matchups were even. So they split that, and then so what do you think the lower seeds picked out of the Cowboys and the Redskins? They picked Dallas. So Dallas ended up winning. And that's how they got the 2-1 over. So see, you can win your one game that you're given as long as you can win one of your opponent's games. Now, of course, if you lose the game you're given, that means you got to win both of the games your opponent gave you. It just puts the pressure more on the lower seed. But just because you're a lower seed and you're only given one game doesn't mean you're not going to win. We've seen that earlier. So out of 8 matchups, 5 of them were won by the higher seeds. So vast majority were won by a higher seed. But 3 of the seeds were still won by a lower seed. We officially have 3 people left that are in the 100s that are moving on to the next round. Did you know, fun fact, that out of all 8 matchups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 did not choose the Cowboys-Redskins game out of their 2 picks. They gave it to their opponent. And of the Cowboys matchup, only 2 people picked the Redskins. Or Commanders, apologize, Commanders. And the other 6, there were 4 of them won, and those 2 lost. So if they would have picked the Cowboys like the other 4, Raptors girl and Travis both would be advancing. And not to mention, Kansas City almost beat Denver, which means every lower seed would have won if Kansas City would have beaten Denver. But somehow, some way, the Broncos found a way to win it at the end. So, 8 people advanced, 8 are going home. They got a lump of coal for Christmas, including Fisher, who's the husband of Carmen. Carmen advanced, but the husband died. Like I said, murder for hire, right? Wink, wink. And Everett and Kendall are both brothers, and both are eliminated. That sucks. That really sucks. Well, let's not waste any more time. Now we're in round 2. 8 people got eliminated. We're down to 98 left. Now we're starting to trim the fat around here. It is a best of 3. It's 3 games, 2 NFL games. Texans, Chargers, Ravens, Packers, and 1 college game. And the college game that was selected was Georgia Tech versus BYU. I was going to pick the Houston-LSU matchup, but it would be confused with the Texans and LSU in the Houston matchup against LSU. And what if one picks Houston, but they don't identify which Houston game they pick from? That's going to suck. Creates a lot of confusion. I don't want to have to go back and ask them. So I just figure, just pick another game. So I picked Georgia Tech and BYU. As the third game, the tiebreaker, So these are the matchups. 16 people are going home Saturday night, 2 days after Christmas. Again, congratulations to the 8 advancing winners from the last round: Azul, Terra, Simons, Dante, Xenon, Eric, Byron, and Carmen. You will be joining the rest of these people that are here. Names in blue are the higher seeds, names in red are the lower. How the rules work at this time of the year in the playoffs? Well, it's simple. The higher seed gets to pick 2 out of 3 of the games. So if you're a higher seed, who do you pick as your 2 out of 3 games? You got Texans at Chargers. Both teams are identical records. Ravens and Packers. You never know. Ravens could pull the upset off. Nothing's guaranteed. And Georgia Tech BYU can go either way. This round is going to be very hard. Very hard. And so 16 of you, of these names, are going home after today. Well, tomorrow, technically, tomorrow night. So who's going to go home? Who's going to advance? All right? This is the best of 3. Just like the first round, same rules apply. Same logic. I do this in every one of my Pick'em League tournaments when it comes to playoffs. That's why having a good record means so much, because you get to avoid all the rounds, or as many rounds as you can, to avoid elimination rounds, so you don't have to play. So after this round is over, we will go from 98 to 82 contestants left. And those advancing winners, which will be 16 of them, I'm sure some lower seeds are going to win too. They will advance to round 3 tomorrow. And this one is the best of 11 games, featuring 10 games on Sunday and 1 game the Monday night game. Names in blue are the higher seeds. The names in red are the lower seeds. That's yet to be determined because we haven't done the last round yet. And there will be 2 open spots for a higher seed out of all those advancing winners. FYI. Just saying. Now you get 11 games to choose from. And I looked at those games. Raiders, Giants, Bengals, Cardinals. Those aren't going to be easy games. Those are going to be some tough games to pick from. Very tough games to pick from. You're going to have Saints, Titans, Jaguars, Colts, Bucks, Dolphins, Seahawks, Panthers, Bills, Eagles, Bears, Niners, Sunday Night Football. There's some very difficult games. Very difficult games. So if you rank 55 through 66, you automatically got a bye for the first 2 elimination rounds, but you're in elimination round 3. And it's not going to be easy. By no means. I said we were going to eliminate 38 people after this week. After Sunday, 38 of you are going home. And we will be down to the final, 60 something. Oh, wait, wrong one. We'll be down to 68 left going into week 18. And after this is over, we'll be down to 56 going into the NFL playoffs. And by the way, week 18 is a best of 13. Ouch. So yeah, these next rounds after Saturday are going to get a little bit bigger. But then when the NFL playoff starts, they go back to the best of 3. So I just wanted to kind of run it by. Brandon Rogers, if you're watching, I'll send you the picks for Sunday's games. You're going to pick 6 of them, and then your opponent is going to pick 5. You're going to leave them the 5 you think are the hardest. Whatever the games you think that is upon your discretion. Nonetheless, this is the NFL. This is the playoffs. We've eliminated 8 on Christmas Day. I hate to eliminate people. But understand, only one's going to win out of 106 contestants. We got 98 to go. And we got more people to eliminate this week. Good luck to everyone who's participating on Saturday. Eddie, Greg, Lott, McGrath, Melantis, Seth, Lane, Austin H., Freddie, Julius, Pedro, Cedric, Corey Pollard, Salisses, JoJo, Rappel, Berger, Big Bear, Peter, Jamal Seaton, from the New Orleans Saints. Steel J asking main attraction. Austin Welch, Azul Terra, Simus is in the playoffs. That's right. Dante, Xenon, Eric Byron, the Pats fan. Carmen. Good luck to you guys this week. And ladies, good luck. Even though there's only one lady in here. And that's Carmen. Good luck to you guys this week. Good luck. And I will give you guys an update Sunday morning. Until next time, take care.